Hey everybody, hope you're all having a good day. It's Tuesday, and while yes, we do monster hunter stuff, I'm going full into this, finishing this game before Virgin Your Door comes out. So, we're back on being trying Spirit Justice Zone. We'll be like this until we actually finish the game. So we are on episode 3 still. We've done investigations. We are now on the trial section. With that being said, let's get into it. Okay. May 12th, 9:34 a.m. High Court of Karayan. Accused lobby. Maya looks exhausted. I can't blame her. Nick, I was thinking about it all day yesterday. I never probably asked you to defend me, did I? Doesn't matter. I'm on this case till the bitter end. I know. That's why I wanted to officially ask for your help. You got it, Maya. Let's do this. We gotta wrap this up and get back home so you can make your dream show come true. The Steel Samurai versus the Plume Punisher, right? You bet. You looked as if you did not sleep last night, Barbhead. It's written all over your face. How can you expect to put on a respectable defense like that? I'm all fired up, and I'm ready to go. I guess Matt's not the only one who's looking exhausted. Raven doesn't seem to be in the best spirits herself. Go ahead. Thank confidence now while you are still able to. For I will see to it that your last rites are read to you this day. Guess it was just my imagination. Right, Nick? Okay, Maya. Let's head on in. Alright. May 12th, High Court Crime. Day 2, Quarters 9 session. Alright! And if everyone's ready. The defense is ready, Your Majesty. The prosecution is ready. Let us begin without further delay. Oh, no prayer this time, Prosecutor demanding? I already offered my prayers for the latest victim during my visit to the crime scene. Being that the accused has already been found guilty of the first murder. Let us hasten this trial, so we may put this dead lawyer walking out of his misery. I cannot agree more. In his trial, the accused was already found guilty of murdering the high priest. And today she will be tried for the murder of his disciple, Parayalot. I then Prosecutor Shamadi, your opening statement, if you would. Certainly. The accused is now slaying two of the most devout cleric men in Karayanism. Even the lowest level of hell, the hell of tickling, would not be punishment enough. Then, what terrible fate awaits her? Balakukon hell. Balakukon hell. A realm of eternal agony. I think I got the name wrong. There she will suffer the endless punishment of Jakar, her by the Golem of Hamilton. Furthermore, Galagama, enough! My blood runs cool at the mere thought of that in such a terrible place as this. My blood runs cool at the mere thought that such a terrible place as this. I'm just going to ask for a translation. But on second thought, ignorance is bliss. I am. Continuing. Man is a part of a terrible hell which is accused. When the accused. As you wish. The victim of this heinous crime was the high priest's disciple, Salad. He has been training under the high priest while living at the priest's house. I met him a number of times. He seemed like an earnest young man. How tragic that he met such a terrible end. The murder held at the Plaza of Devotion during the purification rite. It was a bold crime carried out while the plaza was full of the faithful deep in prayer. The war-bark dagger was found impaled in the victim's upper back. The stabbing caused a spinal cord injury that killed him instantly. The war-bark dagger, the Hebra's weapon of choice. We have already established that the accused prints were on the weapon. Incredibly damning evidence in itself. No, I didn't do it. Objection. Hold your tongue. Now, being that the accused, Maifei, is a serial killer, the prosecution believes that the death penalty is the only possible sentence. The defense could respond. The accused is innocent. Nothing can convince me otherwise. After all, the crime scene was packed with worshippers. How can my clan possibly have committed this murder without a single witness? The accused's fingerprints on the murder weapon alone is enough to render a verdict. As such, I see no need to debate this any further. But, well, once our benevolence conducts our sentence, it will be clear for all to see. Your Majesty, might I have a word? Is something the matter, Prosecutor Shamadi? It is about the divination seance. Your benevolence! Stop right there, Prosecutor Shamandi. As you wish, forgive me for overstepping my bounds. What was that all about? Bardhead, have you made peace with your fate? For this time, the divination stance will bring you to your knees. I'm ready, and I accept your challenge. The only problem is, I have no weapons at my disposal. Our only hope now is what we can glean from the seance vision and rapist insights. Hello. The divination seance, if you please, your benevolence. Yes. Let's begin. Naya?
O Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
We'll see what this inside is, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Alright. So let's see the vision. Nothing? I don't get it. Why wasn't there anything to see? Your benevolence! What in the world? I was unable to invoke any sort of response. I called out the spirit's name many times, but to no avail. Just as I thought. What does he know that we don't? I had sought to confirm the contents of today's divination seance. Oh. It is customary for the prosecution to verify beforehand. Come to think of it. I'm a scope perform a divination seance for Paralot. It's not that time. It is our custom for the prosecution to refute its contents before a trial begins. And that is why I sought to stop her benevolence from performing it here. However, she insists that it must be done. He wishes to try one more time here in the Hall of Justice. It appears her benevolence is tired from her manifold duties. I am not anything of the sort. The victim's spirit will not answer my call, but I do not know why. It is my sacred duty to convey the truth for the divination seance. Rafa, what are we to do without a divination seance? I suppose I shall just have to deliver the last rites without them. The prosecution has already taken that into account when preparing for today. I am fully capable of proving the accused's guilt, with or without a divination seance. You never fail to impress me, Prosecutor Shamandi. This is bad. The divination seance is my one and only hope. Your Majesty, her benevolence said she isn't tired. Should we try to find out why the divination seance failed? Oh, curious, Mr. Wright. Why have you suddenly taken such a keen interest in the divination seance? Yes, explain yourself. The divination seance is for shedding light on the accused crime. It is the Holy Mother's hammer of wrath that is even poised to pound you into your grave. You should fear it, not plead for it. I believe in my client. Plus, yesterday, somebody told me something that changed my mind. The divination seance was once thought as just another piece of evidence. If we were to correctly interpret the visions through careful analysis, then they should lead us to the truth behind what really happened. And the truth will show that my client, Maya Fey, is innocent. The truth is, you don't have anything else to fall back on, huh, Nick? Maya, please. You're not helping. How dare you! The voice of a Mitama is to be feared, not utilized by file lawyers such as you. Seance sacked a heavy toll upon the royal priestess. It would be best not to burden her any further. Or does the defense feel that it can pose no counter-arguments about the seance? No, of course not. He saw right through me. I had to find a way to make the divination seance happen, or we're toast. Well, since the divination seance is not possible at this time, I see no other choice. Let's proceed with the trial without the seance, as Prosecutor Shimandi suggested. Thank you, Your Majesty. Why, I will not forget this, barbed head. This will not be the last you see of me. Now then, I will now proceed by providing an outline of the case at hand. Very well. If the lead detective would please come to the stand, we may begin. Sorry, Mr. Wright. Detective Sky, I understand how you would wish to save the accused and the defense. They are your friends, after all. But you must let them go and move on. But there's only one way to save them now. By giving their souls a chance to burn away the taint of their sins in the infernal flames. Oh, I can't do this. Ah! No eating in the Sacred Hall, Justice! The Sky? Yes? Don't worry about me and Nick. You just do your job. I'm sure Nick will figure something out. Eventually. Right. Thanks, Miss Faye. How very brave for a criminal with a tainted soul. Very well, Detective Sky. Please proceed. Okay, I can do this. Let me start with an overview of the case. Alright. Overview of the second murder. The latest victim was Pereira Salah. He has been training under the High Priest and living at his house for the past 2 years. The High Priest's widow believes in me. He has identified the victim's body. He may have been mistaken for a rebel and killed due to his connection to the High Priest. You see, well, that certainly makes sense. Will the defense card to respond? Despite any inconsistency in your testimony so far, I don't have any evidence in my arsenal. What am I going to do now? What is it, Maya? I was just wondering about how much the police actually looked into Acolyte Salat. Because it just might prove to be the key as to why the divination seance failed. What are you getting at? Well, it's just a hunch. Wait a second. During my investigation, Raven told me about how the divination seance works. I can figure out why it failed. Maybe she could try it again. Okay, time to press for some more information. Okay. I mean, this is trial time, so.
Hold it!
What kind of person was Acolyte Salat? According to the neighbors and others who knew him, he was a deeply devoted youth. Oh, you, sir. I too have heard his name mentioned as one who was a fervent practitioner. I suppose you might say he was the High Priest's star disciple. Furthermore, 2 years? Are you sure about that? We took statements from his neighbors and his fellow monks. They all corroborated our initial findings. What about you, Maya? Well, when I first came here, I saw Salah praying under the High Priest's instructions. See, the result of the police investigation seems to check out.
Hold it!
Was Miss Emmy's positive ID the only way you could verify the identity of the victim? Huh? Well, no! We also checked the ID card he carried and the data of his family registry. But what? His personal information didn't match any of the public records we cross-referenced. Maybe that's why the divination seance failed. I'm not sure what you mean, Mr. Wright. Here's what I'm thinking. We're gonna save and put a track thing here. The victim decided to hide his identity for some reason. In other words, he was using a fake name. The warring priestess used the deceased's face and true name to summon their spirit. Why, yes, that is indeed true. If he was using a forged ID and there was no mention of him in our public records, then he was likely an illegal immigrant. They are not common here in Korean. An illegal immigrant? I'm not think of it. I mentioned some of immigrants yesterday. But if that's the case, we have no way of knowing who he really is. We'll have to proceed without the divination seance this time. Oh. I always thought that Acolyte Salat was Koreanese. Oh, how the High Priest must be lamenting his disciples' deception in this Twilight realm. I was right. Hearing. You add this to his testimony? Yeah. This is an important fact. Please add it to the testimony. It seemed to be a fact most inconvenient for the defense. But if you insist, the next guy, please add what you just said to your testimony. Yes, Your Majesty. He was an illegal immigrant, so we don't know his real name.
Hold it!
Isn't there some way to track down his real name? No, not if he was an illegal immigrant. Have you actually confirmed that he was in Korea illegally? Well, we don't have any conclusive evidence. But there's also no evidence of him being a citizen of Korea either. Oh boy. Hi, what do we do? Wow, there was a clue in the evidence you gathered. That's probably your only hope at this point. If he wasn't illegal immigrant, our proverbial goose is probably cooked. I've been Jason, hope you're having a good day.
Hold it!
Maya isn't that lady here who's been going around capturing rebels? I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but...
Objection!
That verdict was already handed down in the previous trial. It is no longer a point of dispute, and I will not allow you to make it so. But... no ifs and most of all... sorry, no ifs and most of all, no buts. The accused was posing as Lady Hira, and she killed Acolyte Salat because she mistakenly believed him to be a rebel. That's not true. I'm sorry. The verdict has already been read in that case. I have to assume that it's fact now. Now what do we do? I know why the division seance failed, but... nothing really changed. Yeah, which means we're in big trouble. If he really was an illegal immigrant, it's going to be real hard to find his real name. I guess our only choice is to give up on the whole divination seance thing. If only there was some way to find out the victim's real name. I think we have it. I'm gonna go on a shot in the dark here.
Objection!
And I was right. Sorry, Detective Sky. But the police missed something important in their investigation. Huh? What are you talking about? The victim was undoubtedly a Chinese native. The crime scene photo proves it. Sorry, and this crime scene photo proves it. It does? It's a little hard to see, but look closely. You'll clearly see proof that the victim was Chinese. Where? I don't see anything that would prove that. This proves the victim was Chinese.
Take that!
Look at that this tattoo right here. Why, that's a tattoo of a peach. I would like you all. Sorry, I would like all of. Sorry, I would like you all to think about the meaning of this tattoo. Oh, the victim really like peaches? Well, peaches are a favorite delicacy here in Korean. They happen to be a personal favorite of mine. The sweetness of their abundance nectar and the softness of their perfectly ripe flesh. They are a blessing from the Holy Mother herself. Nick! I suddenly got a carving for peaches! After the trial, Maya. Right now we have bigger fish to fry. Unfortunately, that is not a tattoo of a peach. It is not a peach, you say? Then what is it? Take a closer look. Haven't you seen something like that before? Namely, that tattoo on the High Priest's brow. Oh my! What? This mark. It's only borne by members of the Chinese clergy.
Objection!
So that is what you believe it to be. But are they not utterly different shapes? Sure, they're differently shaped, but there's a reason for that. The victim had peach-shaped tattoo linked over an assisting tattoo for some reason. However, the dark red portions is exactly the same as the mark all Chinese clergy bear. Hey, you're right! On top of 20 so odd years ago, everyone did get one, didn't they? I bear one on my right, but that is entirely too much information, Your Majesty. Information on everyone who entered the clergy is maintained at the temple. All we have to do is look up a monk with a mark in the same spot. I'm on it! I'll jump again any hints. That will not be necessary. If you seek information of the clergy, I have it all right here. Oh my! You never cease to amaze! So tell us, is there anyone who fits the bill? There was just one, and his name is Nevo. Raphael. He became a monk 20 years ago. And that must be the victim's real name. But why would he try to cover up his tattoo with another one? Yeah, there must be some reason. Nick, that's not important for now. The important thing is we know his real name. You're right. Your Majesty, now that we know the victim's real name, the divination seance might finally work. A lawyer who's willing needs 6 seance. This is entirely unprecedented. You are but digging your own grave, Defense. We won't know until we try. Sure, it's risky, That's our only hope. Very well. Let the divination seance be held once more. Why would a lawyer work so hard to see the divination seance be held once more? You're a fool, Barbhead, and your foolishness shall yield no gratitude from me. For with the truth revealed by my insights, I shall gladly seek your demise. Bring it on, princess. Because I will correctly interpret each and every one of your insights. You will regret ever thinking you could use my sacred insights as evidence.
O Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
Yeah, we will have to see this again. This time it should work, because we now know the name. Yep. And it works. Measure theme heavy. Bang! Oh my! It is just as Mr. Wright summarized. Parasolot wasn't the victim's true name. And now last, we have seen the victim's final moments. But all we could see was the ground. You seem terribly disappointed. I take it you did not find any fodder for one of your infamous turnabouts? Jerk! I, on the other hand, have discovered something. Conclusive evidence that establishes the accused's guilt. You did? Ha 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 ha! A most surprising surprise attack. And so, tell us, Prosecutor Shimani, what is this conclusive evidence you have found? The Plumed Punisher's theme song that the deceased heard. Please consider this item here. It was confiscated from the accused during her interrogation. Hey, that's my Plume Punisher strap! And you press the Magatama on the Plume Punisher's belt. Oh! It seems the accused inadvertently pressed the button in the midst of her crime. The strap is an extremely rare item, is it not, Miss Faye? You better not break it! There's only one of those in the whole wide world! Oh yeah, no! Oh yeah. It is just as I said. Your flight of fancy has come crashing down on you. You sure seem to be enjoying this. Yeah, I've never really seen her look so thrilled before either. It is time to accept the fate that the divination seance is far more than mere evidence. It is the bare truth that brings the hammer of justice down upon the accused. That is as conclusive as evidence can get. Now then, there are no further objections.
Objection!
Slow down there, Your Majesty. At least let me make a counter-argument. What's this? Do you take issue with the divination seance? Why have issue with it? I just don't know where they are yet. Well, what they are yet, sir. But they never stopped me before. The divination seance is not the absolute truth. It only becomes the truth after it's been interpreted correctly. You do not know when you are beaten, do you, you foolish lawyer? I am the only one who speaks for the Mitama of the deceased. If you believe there to be errors in my insights, then let's see you prove it. Let's see. Victim was offering up his prayer. It was the night of the rite. Though it's dark, the pattern on the plaza ground was visible. Then someone was there, and the theme of the plume punisher filled the air. The accused held the defenseless victim down and plunged her knife into his neck. The blade struck true, and in that instance, he departed from this world. This is everything the deceased experienced in his final moments. Her benevolent insight has painted a detailed picture, both vivid and true. I didn't notice any holes there. As I stand now, those insights are really stacked against us. I just have to go over each and every one of the deceased sensations very carefully. Alright.
Objection!
Nope. This is inconsistent? I think not. Oh, we've had this dialogue before.
Objection!
Nope. Okay. I just want to see if I'm on the right tracks here. Sure looks like you used my help, Nick. Yes, please. Well, you know how to affect and smell Gurgi? That station just seems out of place. Smell Gurgi, huh? Thanks, Maya. Can I check the sounds? So I was kind of right.
Objection!
Wait, I think it's a different statement. Oh, shit! I think I know which one it is. All right.
Objection!
Nope. I feel that's it. I just need to find the right statement. And a statement or...
Objection!
Oh. No, I'm on the right track somewhere. That's all I can figure. Okay. Stand someone was there with the and the air felt.
Objection!
Wait, heavy. Alright. I'm on to something. Try this there.
Objection!
Oh, we finally got something. I was on the right track, just didn't know where it was. Statement.
Objection!
There we go. Was it really the Night of the Right? What do you mean? It could not be otherwise. The accused slew Acolyte Salat after killing the High Priest during the Purification Rite. The only problem is, the deceased spirit did not collaborate that. What's this? Take a good look at the victim's smell. You see how it says Kinshi? Thank you. Acolyte said shouldn't have smelled any on the night of the rite. Do you mean? Let me back up my statement with some evidence for you. This should explain. Alright. I'll double check it. Okay. Try this. Yep. The High Priest's wife, believe in me, told me about the Feast of Blessings. The feast includes a number of best dishes, and they're only supposed to be served at a certain time of the day before the rite. Why, I do believe you're right. I had completely forgotten about that. During the feast, the unique smell of pervaded the entire kingdom. The fact that the victim smelt it means he was murdered between noon and 3 p.m. the day before the purification rite.
That's enough!
I am not so easily fooled. Did that autopsy report not make it clear? The estimated time of death was during the right. Right. I told her about that yesterday. Forgive me, your benevolence. But the estimated time of death is just that. An estimate. Depending on the circumstances, it's possible for it to change. What's this? Like, if a body was kept cold, the slow rate of decay makes the death seem more recent. Why, I believe I have heard something being of the sort before. If it is as Mr. Wright claims, the estimate time of death in the autopsy report will have to be revised. Last been updated with the time. Hardhead, you blinded me with science! Sorry. Wait, what am I apologizing for? No matter. The murder may have occurred in the afternoon hours of the day before the right. Nevertheless, the murder weapon with the accused prints on it is incontrovertible evidence. I will now amend my insight to account for this new truth. It was the afternoon the day before the right. Though it's dark, the pattern on the plaza ground is visible. The time of death has been corrected, leaving my insight infallible. Nick! Changing the time of death is bound to cause some sort of inconsistency. I had something to show that it was like that on that day. It would really help. Okay. So...
Objection!
Oh. Wait. I realized something. Oh shoot, I realized something. Yep, I'm getting the point back.
Objection!
The change in the date and time of the crime has caused a new inconsistency to surface. What's this? Ugh, you're making that irritating face again. Cease that at once. Sorry, but this is the face I was born with. Now, let's focus on what is important. What the victim saw in his final moments. Do you have bats in your belfry, Bardhead? There is nothing to see. The ground at the plaza was all that entered the victim's eyes. And that's what I find so strange. On the day before the riot, it should have been impossible to see that pattern on the ground. Impossible, you say? You explain. This piece of evidence shows why the plaza ground was not visible that day. So... there it is.
Take that!
This newspaper has an article that is tiny in size, but huge in importance. It says that the ground was covered with thick white ice the day before the rain. What? But the victim did not see so much as an ice cube on the ground. Exactly. So we must ask, why was the victim looking at What was the victim looking at his final moments? If you have something to say, then say it. The last thing the victim saw was not the ground at the Plaza Devotion. This can only mean that he was killed elsewhere. What? 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 Then, where do you propose the victim was actually killed? Yes, tell us where, otherwise your argument is worthless. About that. I haven't gotten to that part yet. Any ideas, Maya? Let me think. Well, it's somewhere greeny and shaggy, right? Right. Where could that be? What is it, Barbhead? Giving up already? Giving up already? Not at all. Now, where have I seen something green and shaggy? This shows where the victim was killed.
Take that!
The secret hideout the rebels were using. The rebel hideout? There were no such thing. Sorry, there was no such place anywhere on the floor in that chamber. You're absolutely right. There is no place on the floor anyway. Then be back in a sec here. I am back. I needed to do something. Anyway, we're good now. Continue. See ya. So then what did the victim see in his final moments? If not the floor of the rebel's hiding. This is where the victim saw his... This is what the victim saw in his final moments.
Take that!
The shaggy green surface the victim saw was one of the moss-covered stone slabs. As you can see, there are two distinct hand-shaped impressions on the moss here. I believe that the victim was killed where he stood there with his hands pressed against the slab.
Objection!
That does not agree with the seance vision. However, one cannot definitely declare they are one and the same. Alright, I concur. There's no proof that a murder occurred in the rebel's hideout. Indeed, what evidence do you have of this? I have already shown you the evidence. What do you mean? Please take a look at the second version of the photo I just showed you. As you can see the results of the luminol testing I performed in the rebel hideout. This is proof positive that someone had been bleeding in front of that stone slab. Is this true? This information has already been provided to the police. Detective Sky, who does this belong to? We thought it was the High Priest's blood that flowed in from the outside, so we haven't tested it yet. You must do it once. Yes, Your Majesty. Okay, it appears the police have finished testing the blood. Detective Sky, your report, please. The blood found in the rebel hideout belonged to Perez a lot, just like the defense claims. Detective Sky, do you realize what your blunder has done to me? When this trial concludes, I want to see you in my prayer chamber. There, I will deliver a joyous sermon unto you for 8 hours straight. I'm really sorry, but please anything but that. Nick, maybe, just maybe, this is the chance we've been waiting for. Yeah, it seems so. I hate to do this to Emma, but... Go for it! It's full speed ahead! The victim was killed in the rebel hideout the day before the purification rite. Then, his body was moved to the Plaza Devotion by someone we've yet to identify. So when the victim thought we saw Acolyte Salat praying during the rite, he was already dead! Ah! And that's not all. If he was killed at the Inner Sanctum, that would explain one more thing. And what would that be? How the time of death was made to look later than it actually was. The proof of which was left behind at the Sanctum. This points to how the time of death was made to appear later than it actually was. Let's see if I have a feeling.
Take that!
You truly believe that? Nope. As much as I want to listen to Rita.
Take that!
Nope. What a photo.
Take that!
Nope. What is this? And why not? Then let us test this idea on your body. Pass? Right, body may still be alive, but he appears very much brain dead. I blew that one. No one attempted to cover up the true time of death. Though I believe someone did. Nope. But it was... Oh, the freaking... Alright, let's try something if it will restart.
Take that! Take that!
Nope. Alright. Didn't we?
Take that!
Hmm. Oh, shoot. Oh, frick, right. No, I get it now. I was overlooking something. I just default card to me.
Take that!
Why? These are photos of the inner sanctum. I'd like you to focus on this one. The proof is right here in the photo. This is how the time of death was made to appear later than it really was. You see how the snow has been removed from this one spot only? That's because it was used to keep the victim's body cold. And that's why the time of death wasn't what it seemed. The time was mistaken, and the place too? And just what do you believe that proves? That my client is innocent. What of her fingerprints on the dagger? And the plume punisher's theme in the victim heard? You have failed to address these two key pieces of evidence. I see your point. Wasn't this your big chance, Nick? I'm really hoping that the difference in location can invalidate either the weapon or the theme song from being used as evidence against you. Actually, that might be possible. At least for one of them. Really? What's this? You say you can contradict our argument with our for a piece of evidence? For a key piece of evidence, sorry? Very well. Let us see you try. Nick, take a good look at the rebels' hideout photo. Oh. The defense can invalidate this piece of evidence. The plume punisher thing? And how do you intend to support such a claim? Since the murder happened in the rebels' hideout. There's something there that played the theme song, other than my client's strap. It wasn't the strap? Is this true? The item that played the Plume Punisher theme song was this.
Take that!
This is a Plume Punisher alarm clock. I believe the victim heard his alarm go off.
That's enough.
What proof do you have that the alarm went off?
Objection!
What proof do you have that it was my client's strap that played the theme song? Do not twist the facts for your lorry files. Either way, the accused would still be guilty based off her prints on the murder weapon. And here is what really happened. Victim stood his hand on the stone slab in the house. It was afternoon the day before the raid. Though there have been some twists and turns, that is the truth of what happened. I won't get anywhere until I can eliminate the dagger. Most impressive, your benevolence. I see no inconsistencies anywhere in the prosecution's case. No. There is one. What's this? You so claim there to be an inconsistency? Try as you might, the outcome will always be the same.
Objection!
Oh, okay. Oh, wait, yeah. You tried some.
Objection!
Right. Right, let's fix that. Because that's moving.
Objection!
Alright, I'm just overlooking things here. Okay. The victim was originally thought to have been stabbed while meant over in prayer. Okay. But he was actually standing on his hands against the stone slab. Okay, so the question is, where did the sensation of something heavy come from? Yes. I see your point. Since the victim was standing, he couldn't have been held down. Eep. Then tell us, Mr. Wright, what was that heavy sensation felt by the victim? What caused the heavy sensation Salah felt? Any thoughts, Maya? I agree. That's the sense of heaviness seems important, but there's also the matter of Salat's hands on the stone slab. Why were they even there? Could it be related to the cause of the heavy sensation? Mr. Wright, do you have an answer for us? Of course. I just envisioned that Salat was in when he was killed. The cause of the heaviness the victim felt was falling to slap. The only conclusive cause is the stone slab falling over, trapping the victim underneath. What? Oh! The stone slab came falling down on him, crushing him underneath. Right. That was the cause of the heavy sensation the victim felt.
Objection!
While your theory is impressive, you have overlooked a key fact. The victim was not crushed to death. Rather, he was stabbed. Oh, yeah. Or do you claim that the dagger was plunged in after the slab had fallen on him? Oh. Plus, had the killer been behind the victim, they would have both been crushed together. Well, would you care to explain? Sure, I'd love to. That doesn't mean I can. How could the dagger have been plunged in after the slab fell on the victim? The killer couldn't have plunged the dagger into the victim after the slab fell on him. But what if the murder weapon wasn't what we thought it was? Well, there were other weapons in the rebels' hideout. But the entrance to the hideout is right by the stone slab. There isn't enough space between the two to use any of the weapons found within. Yeah, there's There's not much space, but there's not much space by the entrance, is there? What was the real murder weapon in? I better think of something. If the murder weapon wasn't the dagger, then the dagger must have been plunged into the victim after he was being already dead. That means he was stabbed at least twice. The autopsy report doesn't mention that. And he must have been stabbed in the same spot with something shaped like a dagger. Would the defense care to offer an explanation sometime this century? Wait, was there something dagger-like near the scene of the crime? Something that had a shape similar to the Warbark dagger? Present your evidence at this time, Mr. Wright. This shows what really killed the victim. Alright. I can know what it is.
Take that!
The inner sanctum diagram? You believe the murder weapon is somewhere in the sanctum? This is what really took Paracelot's life.
Take that!
But that is the Warbark statue? Exactly. The Warbark statue has a dagger-like feather protruding from it. That is what really took the victim's life.
Objection!
You imbecilic fool. The statue's outside the hideout. How do you propose it impaled someone who was inside? Haven't you heard? The Warbark statue also functions as a hideout door. The hideout door. What do you mean? The statue can pull a complete switcheroo. A switcheroo? Put it simply, it's a revolving door. A revolving door? Why, that makes perfect sense. Therefore, I believe the truth behind the definition sounds is this. As the victim entered the secret hideout, the stone sculpture came toppling towards him. He first had to stop it, but the wave forced him backwards. Unfortunately, the Warbark statue was right behind him. This cannot be! But the accused's fingerprints were found on the dagger. She had held it while rehearsing for the ride. Which is when her prints got on it. This is a shocking turn of events, but there is still a great deal of circumstantial evidence in the defense's favor. I believe you must accept that the Warbark statue was what killed the victim. That is to add to the core matter. A sharp protruding feather took Paracelot's life. It's also a revolving door. Now that we know how Acolyte's lot really met his demise, there was no basis for claiming my client committed this crime. Nice work, Nick. How can this be happening yet again? The dividend sounds is the only truth. No, your benevolence. It is not the truth itself, but it is a means for shedding light on the truth. Here, do you understand now? Your kingdom needs lawyers so they can, so that they can interpret your insights. But that means I have been misinterpreting the voices of the spirits all this time. Your benevolence? Are you unwell? All the colors have drained from your face. I will be fine. Continue your proceedings without me. As you wish. I feel kind of bad for her. Now then, I would have the defense continue. Please explain what you have learned now. That we know how the victim actually died. Acolyte Celeb was killed in the before the High Priest's murder. That means the body was found at the devotion was moved there by the real killer. But only after the Warbark dagger was thrust into him. To make it look like the murder weapon. That does seem to agree with what we know. Alright. But why would the real killer go to such lengths? I believe stabbing Acolyte's left body with the dagger and moving it to the plaza was... I do like the fact that two of them just kind of go off the... I wonder if the firewall can make it look like a serial murder. We'll do the actual. It was an attempt to make my clan look like a serial killer. That's right. The real killer planned all of this. It's forced serial murder case. They did? That's it, Nick. Keep hammering away. Your reasoning has more hope, isn't it, than that cheese you foreigners so enjoy? What? Like those putrid whole with clumps of cloth that only a rat like you could love. Your reasoning, much like your putrid whole little brain, has putrefied. What's this deal with things going putrid? You have yet to overturn my argument that the accused is the killer. A careful analysis of the chain of events up to the killing exposed the truth as follows. Disguised as Lady Kira, the accused found the rebels' hideout the day before the riot. But Acolyte Salat had followed her there after noticing her suspicious behavior. Caught by surprise, she pushed the stone slab towards him. And now we know the rest. I've never been to the Rebels' hideout in my life. When the High Priest arrived at the sanctum the next day, he realized what she had done. That is when the accused murdered him in order to silence him. The prosecutor Mandi has posed a compelling scenario. The defense, on the other hand, has yet to disprove the accused's guilt.
Objection!
Why would my clan move Acolyte Salat's body to where everyone could see it? And why would she stop the dagger with her fingerprints into his dead body? She had no reason to do any of those things. Okay, the dagger in the corpse, the dagger in his corpse was likely a warning to the rebels. Something along the lines of Lady Kira will slay the defiant dragons. So that is why she moved the body to the plaza for all to see. Now he has the judge convinced too. I thought I finally made some headway. Was it right? About time for one of your groans of distress, is it not? Groans of distress? It kills me to admit this. I've got nothing to counter his argument with. I still haven't disproven the allegations against Maya. It is not time to end your futile struggle. Sorry, it is not. Is it not time to end your futile struggle? You were already judged guilty yesterday. That makes you a dead lawyer walking. Accept the death that now awaits you, and in doing so, finally know peace. A dead lawyer walking indeed. Then again, are not all lawyers who practice in Korean? But I must admit, I misspoke earlier. Allow me to amend my statement. I had said the defense's reasoning had a putrid cheese-like smell. But I now realize the stench was from his own putrid body, on the verge of death. I am a rotten zombie. Think, who could have killed Salat the day before the raid? Who knew about the rebel hideout and could gain access to the inner sanctum? Only those involved with the raid can enter the sanctum, so... Wait a second. Only a rebel could have known about the secret hideout. The only person who was involved with the raid had access to the sanctum and was suspected of being a rebel is... Ah! It's something coming back to mind? Yes, except there's one huge problem. A huge problem? What are you two going on about? Plotting your escape from this sacred hall? I would not put it past you, considering you have no means to raise further objections. Don't do something Prosecutor Shamandi will have this one in the bag. I just have to bluff my way out of this, regardless of that huge problem. Your Majesty, I believe there is another suspect in Pere Salat's murder.
Objection.
Even the most benevolent Holy Mother would not forgive such a desperate lie. After all, you know very well that such a person does not exist. No, there is one person who knew everything. Does such a figure truly exist? Tell us, who might that be? I believe the prime suspect in Acolyte Salat's murder is... Trust in me. It had to be someone allowed to enter the sanctum and who knew of the hideout. And that would be the High Priest. He could have committed the crime if it had occurred the day before the raid. You would pin a crime upon the dead, knowing very well that they tell no tales. Have you no shame? Dead man tell no tales. That's definitely a problem. Only the High Priest could tell his side of the story. What? Do I have something on my face? Wait a second. Does this actually work? Oh no. Don't tell me I have some of my breakfast caught in my teeth, between my teeth. No. If there's even the slightest possibility, I have to go with it. Majesty! Dead man do tell tales! Therefore, I would like to request the High Priest's testimony. His testimony? And just how do you propose we get the deceased to testify? There's a way for the dead to testify. It's known as... Summon him here by means of spirit channeling. What did you just say? Spirit channeling? Has this lawyer finally gone insane? This is sacrilege! May the Holy Mother strike him down! Peace? I'm frankly astonished you even know of such a thing. But spirit channeling is a secret art that only Her Embassy Queen Garan can perform. And Her Embassy is far too busy with other duties to perform it at our pleasure. I suspected as much. That means our only hope is... It's okay, Nick. You can tell them. But Maya... I thought you wanted to keep it a secret here in Karayan. Don't worry. It's not like it's against the law or violates some religious seats, so... I don't think we'll be punished. At least, I hope not. But this is a crucial period for you. It will decide whether you become the Master Korean. We don't have any other choice tonight, do we? If I'm found guilty, it'd be a lot worse than becoming Master Korean. Alright, thanks Maya. Actually, there is someone here who is capable of channeling spirits. Even her benevolence, Princess Retha, finds the divination sense to be challenging. Who could possibly have greater spiritual power than she, aside from the Queen? That would be... me. Is this some kind of joke? A foreigner could not possibly possess such power. No, our princess isn't capable of such a feat. Peace! Peace, I say! Is this true? Is this Q's capable of performing the secret art of spirit channeling? Well, yes. Yes, I can. Now, Your Majesty. We'd like your permission to begin. Your benevolence. This is an outrage. An outrage, I say. First, you make a mockery of the divination seance. A nice spirit channeling? Her benevolence speaks the truth. Spirit channeling is a sacred right. Born devils, I say they be put to death immediately. Still your voices. Bowed head, sorry. Spirit channeling is the most sacred and secret of arts. Are you prepared to face the consequences of what you propose? Yes, I am. Are you saying you approve of their use of spirit channeling? I will judge whether their claim is true. If this is but another of their lies, they shall be executed on the spot. Very well then. Your benevolence? What if the accused accidentally calls forth an evil spirit? Do you truly believe this foreigner is capable of challenging spirits? Oh, no, but I wanted to be sure, as I am responsible for the safety of all present. Well, an inexperienced practitioner could inadvertently call forth a dangerous spirit. But do not fear, for I have a Makatama of parting. With it, I can send spirits back to the Twilight Realm by halting the flow of spiritual power. That is a relief indeed. These foreigners have thrown down the gauntlet. Let us not smirk from their challenge. We must prove them guilty and deliver their last rites. Do I make myself clear, Prosecutor Shamandi? Perfectly, Your Benevolence. Very well, the accused may channel the High Priest's spirit. First, we must take a short recess to prepare. We will resume as soon as the preparations are complete. Until then, this corporal is adjourned. As much as I want to keep going, we're going to wrap it up a little early. Pretty sure we're down here. Yep. Just want to keep going. Things are going to be long, so we're going to have to wrap things up a little earlier. All right. So yeah, we'll wrap things up a little earlier. Hope you guys have this week. We'll be back on this tomorrow because, like I said, I'm trying to get this beat for Push Your Door. So yeah, with that being said, I'll see you until next time. Bye. So yeah, I hope it's a good day. It's going to go big as well.